act that was set up to regulate them. So, Mr. Chairman, before we are giving licenses to practice as media professionals, we are told that we have a responsibility to provide not only accurate information, but they should be balanced. I repeat, balanced. It should not be one-sided. It should be balanced. Section 5 calls for a balanced.
Yes. Yes. And thanks for the introduction. The bits about the raison d'etre for the IMC, establishment of the IMC, we're about that. Why it was established, what they should be doing, and all of those. I think you like stated. I would encourage you, in respect of the Liberty TV, what is it that they have done for which you are for the commission, please?
Thank you.
We just want to have that summary there.
So I am here, I was just getting to that point. I'm here because the Liberty TV has offended me by breaching the following sections of the IMC Regulations 2022, which is Section 5. They have a responsibility to provide not only accurate information, but it should be balanced. In other words, if you are going to get Mr. A to speak against Mr. B, whatever you are putting out to the public should have the side of Mr. B. That is a balanced report. In this case, if you look at the documents I have sent to you, there's a SMS text message between myself and the staff of Liberty TV. It's an SMS message between myself and the staff of Liberty TV called Princess Pierce.
Which page?
It's one of the, it's a single page. It's an SMS exchange. It has yellow underneath. I highlighted the dates in yellow. Now, if you look at the highlight of the dates, this is a message that Princess Pierce of Liberty TV sent to me on the 21st of January 2025 at 1:38 p.m. an SMS text. And with your leave, I'm going to read it out. It says, "Good afternoon, Dr. Blyden. Hope your day is going on well. This is Princess Pierce from Liberty Online TV. Based on our discussion last night, the team has decided to host you on Monday, January 26th on our breakfast show at 8 a.m. And then you would have the opportunity to reply as well. Please kindly let me know your availability so that I can provide you with more details." This was Princess Pierce referencing a conversation between myself and Liberty TV 1 year ago. What did Liberty TV do? They had a guest in their studio, and the entire time of the guest was to demonize me on their studio. The guest spent the entire time saying all sorts of things about me.
What did she say?
It was a man. It was the chief minister of Sierra Leone. He said all types of things about me, live on air. So I called Liberty TV and I complained. I said, this is not balanced. You can't put a guest on the program and you allow the guest to say all types of things about me uninterrupted, and I'm not present. That is not balanced journalism. So I have called them, and
that particular program was about you?
yeah, no, they put him there,
Okay.
and he spent half of the program talking about me, all sorts of offensive things.
What was the topic?
Is that before us?
No, I'm giving you the see, I have to highlight the animosity.
Can I have a minute, please?
Mr. Chairman,
Just a minute, though.
I'm not complaining about the chief minister.
The issue
I am
was-
complaining about the lack of balanced journalism.
Just 1 second.
Okay.
The facts that you are presenting or alluding to are neither before us nor are they complaint yourself. The very complaint sent to us in respect of the one dealing with the chief minister and all of this.
I'm not. I don't want us to think I'm complaining that one. I'm highlighting the animosity.
So I would encourage us. We have a specific issue before us.
Granted. Keep that SMS text because it is going to be referenced. That SMS text of January is going to be referenced in another communication between myself and them on this new matter. So keep that correspondence. So I called them and I said to them, I said, this is unfair. Balanced journalism means if this person is going on like this, I should be present to defend myself. Then they sent me that message to tell me that they are going to offer me to go to the studio and answer the chief minister. I declined. I did not go to, I didn't want to answer, I didn't want to go to their studio. Fast forward to now. When they take this lady and put her on their studio, Zainab Sharif, and she's there saying all these horrible things about me that we will play for the eventually. Again, when my attention was drawn, I contacted Liberty TV again. And if you look at the materials in front of you, there's a WhatsApp exchange between myself and Madam Khadija Bangura of Liberty TV. This is the chat between myself and Madam Khadija. And in the third part, there are 3 sections. I start off by complaining about them putting Zainab Sharif. And here she replies to me at 6:49 a.m. on the 14th of July 2025. And she says to me that she's now referencing the January issue in this her correspondence, that they thought I wanted a right to reply, which they are considering. And she's reminding me that she did say she would get back to me. I thought you had waited for me. There's no more need for threats. So she's referencing that January issue. And she's asking me, please let me know when we can chat. My immediate response to her was, go get a lawyer. Because I was fed up. I said to her, go seek legal advice. That was my immediate response. They had done it in January. They have repeated it, again to demonize me to the public, without balancing the information they put out. So not only is the information, not only am I complaining that the information is not accurate, but it is not balanced. They make no effort to make sure they do a balanced broadcast. Secondly, I'm complaining under Section 6 because they broadcasted untrue information. And let me tell you, I don't like, especially when you see women successful. For me to reach this stage, it means I have reached my neck. I don't like taking women who are doing well in their sector down unless I'm pushed to the wall and I have no option. So in this case, I brought to their attention since July that this information is untrue. You have broadcast an untrue information. Put it down. So they already know now that they are in breach of Section 6, which is a broadcast of untrue information, and they refuse to put it down. Section 19 again.
What was the untrue information?
Well, you said you don't want me to go into everything in the affidavit.
No, the specific reports that you think, or publication that you think was untrue.
Highlight of the offensive statements.
Yeah. Paragraph 24 of the affidavit. I stated that for ease of reference.
Second.
This is where I find it very unfair for Liberty TV. Because whilst she's opportune to go through the affidavit. We here as solicitors cannot even determine whether or not she's going out of scope. And if she goes out of scope, in view of the fact that an affidavit is a sworn statement, whatever she says cannot be admissible here as a quasi-tribunal. So I find it very unfair on our client that she has the opportunity the latitude to say as much as we here cannot identify whether it falls within the affidavit. That is why we kindly asked at the commencement of this proceeding that we be served, because at this stage we would be able to inform the tribunal that certain statements do not form part of our affidavit. But as it is now, our hands are tied, and so also are theirs. And we're here for justice, for very fair hearing.
All right, Councillor.
Kindly let me just be hard, just a short moment. I'm someone who believes in natural justice. I'm someone who believes in justice. I'm someone who believes in fairness. And based on the objections that they keep on repeating, I want to respectfully ask that we adjourn this meeting and give them time to go through my affidavit so that they will not say, because I am confident of my case. That's why I'm not here with 10 lawyers. Yeah, no. So I'm confident of my case.
Mr. Chairman, yes, that's she has said that twice.
I'm confident of my case.
Objections to that.
I'm confident of my case. I don't need a lawyer to put my case across. No, that's I'm lawyer with 10 lawyers. I'm confident of my case.
This is your no?
We want to get against
addressing the commission, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Me alone defending myself. Me alone presenting my case against the body of powerful lawyers.
We can't have all of you.
There should be a lead counsel.
Oh, yes,
There should be a lead counsel. All of them cannot be talking.
Yes.
We have the
All of them are not talk.
Yes,
If it's a video,
We are addressing.
that's the video again. Make sure you put it live. Let's have it.
All right.
Mr. Chairman,
Every point is made.
Mr. Chairman, I wish to be
Your point is made, Master.
No, so I'm willing to. I'm willing to submit. We are adjourned until they are served.
Just before we do that, because I was going to, that was a serious issue that the council raised in respect of the time and the latitude as well to go through the facts as contained in the affidavits. And the opportunity, I have to summarize insofar as what we have here before us. But even if you have 10, 2 pages, 1 page, 10 pages, as we will look for the specific complaints that we have before us. And in this case, we are able to identify those two that I mentioned largely. One, the complainant reportedly entered the premises of the guest that was in the studios of Liberty, and that the complainant had cause to also interview or record that person, which the complainant said were untrue. Those are the specific issues. There are other issues, like I said, whether this was a design program to bring her reputation down, hit her, and all of those. But those are the specific issues which I actually wanted her to restate. Otherwise, we had already done all of those. But Khadija, and see some of these names, do you feel you need time to go through the complaints, the affidavit particularly, and be able to make informed response? Yes. Whilst we leave that to your legal team is not before us. Liberty TV is before us. Liberty TV tells us, yes, that they are prepared to get this, moving forward. Just a minute, brother. Yeah. So, it is possible if you know if I have time tomorrow, we want to get going. Sorry, possible. So let's see if this can be done.
Let's allow it.
let's allow her to make her complaint. So you see the need.
No.
Wait a minute. I mean, I am trying to look at.
No, I want to.
Wait a minute. I am trying to look at the issues now germinating between the representatives and even the media house. The media house believes they want to hear what the complainant has to say. They are also listening, by the way. And perhaps that may now give them opportunity to decide what step to take next. So, Dr. Blyden, notwithstanding, the only thing I think I have to again encourage us all to, I mean, eventually we'll send all of these things that they have fast, and that will not be possible to go through every bit. We want, go for the jugular. What is the complaint for which you are really here?
You just want to be
So once we get at it, I mean, we'll get the executive secretary to also furnish the parts with the
Mr. Chairman,
yes.
I am.
No, we'll do that after formally.
Mr. Chairman, I'm not a lawyer, but I've watched a lot of cases in court.
She's a friend of the law.
And I know that one of the grounds for appeal of any matter, including to get a decision of the IMC squashed, you know what you lawyers refer to as to get the mandamus to have whatever decision IMC takes to have that decision squashed. One of the grounds is an appearance of unfairness. So I am fully aware that if I continue after that objection that he has raised, if I continue presenting my complaint, it's an automatic grounds for them to have the entire proceeding squashed. So I insist that I will not continue. I will not continue because I will not want the outcome to be squashed by a mandamus of the High Court.
Doctor,
Yes, sir.
yes, I admire your love for the law and all of this. But like I said earlier, the parties before this committee are your good self and the Liberty TV.
Represented by counsel.
The Liberty TV.
Represented by counsel.
They are here. The Liberty TV is the respondent. The representatives are not speaking for Liberty TV. I made a point very distinct. Insofar as our deliberations are in issue, they can advise where they think, I mean, the respondent is not in the position or does not appear to understand certain issues or positions. They can advise our accordingly. They are here. They want the complaints established before this committee. The committee has not come to any decision. But I made the point very clear that afterwards, the particulars of the affidavit and the complaint will also decide. On them, they can take it to their lawyers if they so wish and all of those. But you would have restated and re-established your complaint, which you already have. So you establish your complaint before this committee, and then we'll go to the next steps. Forget about whether, I mean, that is unfair, they have raised all of those, blah, 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 but they are the complainants, they are the parties. I think we will need to...
Respectfully to the chair, sir, you have asked me several times to be concise, to go to the bone of the matter, to summarize. It is because we want these proceedings to move speedily. And we all want the proceedings to move speedily. But let the proceedings not move speedily at the expense of an appearance of injustice. So I respectfully decline to continue until they are served. Respectfully, I will not continue because I know the grounds, what is being laid now for any future squashing of any decision. So this is simple, I don't mind. I came with my complaints, they have not been served, they want to be served, we serve them.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, members of the Commission, Madam Blyden. So to start with,
Is it on this base?
yes, it's on this base. Madam Blyden, you asked Liberty TV to seek legal advice. That's what they did. That's why we are here. That's it. That's from the paper you served us, man. So what we are asking is that let us know why we're here. We've been here for almost an hour now or more. Let us just get to the point, because from all what she said, I was taking down notes. I've not really comprehended the complaint. I've received instruction for my client. We want to know exactly, because we, like he said, we were not served. But why? What's the complaint? Let us get to that point to know why these people are called before this commission. I think that will not impede injustice and justice. That will not call for unfairness, Madam Blyden. If you will oblige me, thank you very much.
All right. We should not be. We hope we all have the time and the energy to go through this. Like the GS would know, or usually do. In this instance, I think I also want to agree on the basis, because why we are here in that answer, to that answer was in the post. I answered that from the outset of my introductory remarks and all of those. But now, yes, I mean, sometimes they like you to say, let's hear from the complainant. It's just a pattern. Sometimes we cannot even go to that. We can read the specifics of the complaint without necessarily even reaching out to the complainant to say X, Y, Z, because she has already. So the commission can put those complaints to the respondents as a matter of fact. However,
the ECB, they're live on TV, Mr. Chairman.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, forget about the TV, they are doing their own
No,
work.
I mean, the people out there don't know why we're here. That's one.
No, they already know by reason of the introductory remarks that there is a complaint against the Liberty
And what
TV.
that complaint?
And I made the point that one, regardless of the relevance or otherwise of the affidavits that we have before us, the issue that interests or attracts the attention of the commission, I make here, i.e. one, that the Liberty TV broadcast an information to the effect that some Dr. Blyden, the complainant, went to the premises of a certain Zainab Sheriff, which she has said no, it's not true, and further, that she did not only go there, she also had cause to interview someone in the premises, which she has also declined.
Can she accept that's the complaint? Just for the records.
You don't have to put that to her. Because this is a
one
sworn
statement on the oath.
You already know this is a sworn statement already.
Thank you very much. I don't like this. Thank you very
Yeah?
much.
So,
Another complaint is that you hosted personalities for best, and this just made series of damaging statements.
yeah.
No,
That is why we want to get.
So,
It's not part of our agenda.
yes. So, have you read that?
No, that's not what she explained.
Okay, yes. All right. So, we will agree with the parties that the best way at this point is to oblige the respondent a copy of the affidavit. Just because that is what the representatives are saying. So they cannot raise objections, they cannot follow the issues and probably advise you accordingly. That so they will need copies of this, and I think that would be the best thing to do at this stage.
Thank you so much for that conclusion. My only concern is that I was the first to raise that issue.
The issue about
Not being served.
okay.
I was the first to raise that issue. And your decision, your conclusion then, was the fact that this is the IMC, the procedures in the civil procedure rules, or civil procedure, are not the same as the procedures there. Now, going further, my only concern would be for us to have clarity as to how we proceed. Because we will not want, for us to keep going in pendulums, especially as to procedure.
All right. So now,
Mr. Chairman,
you have the right. Sure.
I just want to
Just
make,
shortly.
because he just done something and I need to really clarify.
No,
Please.
just a minute, please. the point is noted.
I want to clarify
And-
that point, sir.
So just one thing. What is noted that he raised that issue that he wanted to have, to be fair. They're counting a lot of things. That's not usually the pattern per se. Some people come, to complain. The fact is, we listen to people, hear people, and that's why we don't do this in the absence of other parties. But the fact that, again, another colleague has said, they don't even know exactly what she's saying, and they want to be given, that opportunity. I think that's reasonable. I think that's reasonable.
So Mr. Chairman, can I go around live TV? So,
And I think this live TV,
You will still get your time.
no, we're on live TV. We're on live
Finish.
TV. So, I want to, after you made his objection, and you overruled,
the objection in respect of jurisdiction.
his colleague, in respect of not being served, his colleague repeated the same objection in the middle of my presentation. And that's where it clicked that, if I allow myself to continue, 2 objections on this same point have been raised on record that they are typing, everything they are typing. So I'm not a lawyer, but I know the basis on which a high court can squash an IMC.
Dr. Blyden.
So it wasn't just him, his colleague also.
Dr. Blyden, what happens after here is not so much of our concern anymore. We sit here.
You have to protect your image.
Wait a minute, though. We sit here as a competence commission. We sit here as people who are au fait with what it takes when it comes to complaints and all of those. Remember, even the Court of Appeal can have its decision appealed and either upheld or quashed. What you do is to ensure that you do justice to the complaints that you have before you. And to the best of our ability, that is what we try to do. That is what we endeavor to do. So, if the parties require or need the, the copies of the affidavits and all, just so we are all, this is not any forum, to say this person has no. We are listening. Fairness at the end of the day is what we are trying to arrive at. So please, if the other parties have said X, Y, Z, whether they want to go to this person, they can even choose not to come here and say we don't X, Y, Z, and all of those things. So please, we will get to that bit. Yeah. So what time would you, because we never
Quickly, sir. Sure.
on this issue?
No. My colleague asks of going forward. Dr. Sylvia Blyden here, at the beginning of the proceeding, stated that she has a huge following online. So my concern now is I don't know, I stand to be educated about the powers of the commission, about what we call in law sub judice, what will happen after here, how would the public opinion will be, because now we're live. I didn't know we're going live. But what would the public opinion be like if the matter is being commented on during the conduct of the proceedings?
And that will have to go to both of you.
Thank you.
Both parties.
Thank you.
We have started the deliberations. We have just started.
Thank you.
It's online, and it's also your responsibility as a media house to determine and to control. There is the likelihood of people making comments on the matter that has even just started, which has the tendency, the proclivity to prejudice the outcome of what has just started. We're not even gone into all of those. So by the same token, we also advise both parties to endeavor to wait as we carry on with proceedings and all of those, and not to create any situation where people, you cannot control what people say outside. You cannot. So you have to take your own steps. When the IMC says, for instance, even when it comes to phoning programs and all of those, you don't determine what the other party will say anyway sometimes. You cannot determine. So that's why they say, make sure you have some equipment to delay those calls. But even with that, there can always be issues. So you take the greatest care in that regard. And Dr. Blyden, with respect to, before the hearings today, people posted all of this. I also saw copies of the affidavit themselves. Not much. No, I'm saying copies of those affidavits outside and all of those to comment. But the effect we have now, the concern we have is people are likely to comment. We have started, so we ask all parties for the time being to exercise restraint. Please exercise restraint as we go through this hearing, and hopefully we will handle this within the shortest possible time. All parties.
You know, from our side, we said very clear that nothing we commented on, said, or said once these proceedings is ongoing. Chairman. Yes. I don't know if there's
I just want to add the chairman's remarks. That is our procedure here when we are hearing a case like this. You are strictly asked to refrain, okay, from broadcasting or harboring or interviewing or hosting or whatever means that will affect the complainant's image or reputation
especially
or dignity. Hosting or inviting a guest, for example, tomorrow you invite another Zainab Sharif, for example, or another person. Start talking about the complainant. Likewise, Dr. Blyden also should refrain from posting or publishing or broadcasting anything that will affect Liberty TV, especially this particular case until we finish. And this is what we normally advise both parties while we are handling the matter. Okay.
All right, and so when do we come back? The party is out, hopefully, yes. Today? No, not tomorrow.
They want
Okay, all right. So can we do next Tuesday?
One more point. The video files, I know that it was originally broadcast by them, but I extracted the area that impugns my character, and it is attached as one of the exhibits. And there's also another video exhibit, which is, because when I present the case, you will see the essence of that. So I want to know if it would help for me to also give them, or you can make copies of those video files and give it to them.
All necessary.
All right. So I will give it to the executive secretary.
Sure. Yes,
also the secretary to the
committee.
Okay.
All right. So when is Tuesday? Okay, by your Monday? No. Tuesday.
or one at one.
No, we can do two at your since we Doc,
Subject to the
is those 2 belonging to your diary next Tuesday?
It depends, I'm doing my master's and I don't know what the schedule would look like. Yeah, that would work. If we can do it 12, that would have been great. That's one.
Yes. I think it's just to restate, and if you have time, you can also take time to say, okay, we want to respond and all of those. We want to be careful.
All of you.
Yes, of
Yes,
course.
yes,
That's not
yes.
no,
I am going to
no, you have the right one. Is one fine?
As many as
Is
possible.
one fine?
Yes,
All right. Okay, at this stage, please. I mean, I want to thank all of us. I mean, to be candid, we don't. At the end of the day, we'll handle this. We'll settle this such that both parties understand our work as it is. We also understand the UCIC. It makes it very interesting. Makes it very, very interesting and all of those. But we will, like I said, we want to thank you for coming today. We want to thank you for making it today. Hopefully, we'll serve you the copies later today, and we expect that by next Tuesday at 1, we'll also be here, and then we proceed with the proceeding. I want to thank the committee dictator. And the other parties, everyone who has made it to this hearing today. So this matter is adjourned to next Tuesday at 1. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's okay.
Surprise on the mix.
Look for the news with the